How would you imagine your own paradise? Let me show you pristine beaches with unspoiled nature. Lay yourself in crystal clear water and let your toes feel the silky soft sand. Hang for a moment on the picturesque sunset and welcome the new day with a morning run. There is still so much to discover. Rivers wrapped in mangrove forest, palm groves stretching to the horizon, and somewhere up there, a real jungle dotted with mystical waterfalls. But above all, you will experience complete, extraordinary, unforgettable leisure. Welcome to the island of Ko Kut. Koh Kood is located near the Cambodian border in the Gulf of Thailand. It's around 25 kilometers long and 12 kilometers wide, making it the 5th largest island in Thailand. Far quieter and less developed than the neighboring Koh Chang, Ko Kut has managed to remain a precious slice of tropical heaven. When your ferry approaches Koh Kood, keep an eye out for the gleaming golden Buddha statue at our Salad Temple. The seated Buddha is around 20 meters tall and watches over the port below. You don't have to worry about how to get to your resort, as the boat ticket also includes car transport from the pier at Al Salad Bay to your destination. If you really want to appreciate the island, you need a scooter. You can rent it at every major resort there. You will need your own means of transportation for all these amazing places that I want to show you. Let's begin with the northern part of the island and the L-shaped Klong Han Beach, also known as the Secret Beach, at least for now. In the morning, there is literally no one there. And even during the day, this place keeps quiet and away from the crowds. The water is really clean here, and the beach hasn't been spoiled yet. The opposite tiny island Koh Kood adds charm to this place. By its shore hides an underwater garden for growing corals, a great dive site. Another beach is even more amazing, but not easy to reach. Start with beautiful Ban Makok, a small hideaway resort built from recycled wood in a spectacular marshland estuary. Here you can rent kayaks, which will take you on a 15-minute journey down the river. Along the way, you can admire the mangrove forest that cover the banks of this part of the river. At the mouth of the river, there is a beach that will reward your hardships. Here you will find everything you would expect from a tropical paradise. This is probably the most untouched piece of the island. It's worth escaping from popular beaches at resorts. With its fancy rocky formations, this place brings to mind the distant Seychelles. Remember that the kayak is rented by the hour, so don't overstay your budget up there. Further south, just after the village of Klong Hin Dam, turn right onto a dirt track. Then the road turns into a path, and you will go through a huge palm plantation, straight to the sea. At the end, there is the longest beach on the island, Ao Tapao, a home to just a few resorts. South of the last one, Sea Far Resort, there is still half a kilometer of quiet, undeveloped beach. There is one feature that makes this place stand out from the rest. In its shallow waters between numerous rocks, you will find underwater life in all colors, shapes and sizes, making them a great snorkeling spot. As you move further south, the shoreline begins to face southwest. As so, the beaches get more of the prevailing winds and tend to have a more windswept feel about them, like this one. What you see now is Takian Beach, another picturesque bay with some rocky outcrops breaking up the sand. Most part of this beautiful long beach is undeveloped. There is only one exclusive but remote 4-star resort with exotic bungalows. One of the most southernmost of Koh Kood beaches is called Ao Chak. Getting here isn't so easy. It's often a muddy, bumpy, sandy 10-minute scooter ride from the main road through the palm forest. The beach down there is truly a paradise. Almost a kilometre of south-facing, brilliant white sand, ideal for sun worshippers. For lovers of wildlife, the island has much more to offer than just beaches. There are 3 waterfalls here, and although they are not very spectacular in the dry season, you definitely have to see them. The biggest and most famous is Klong Chau Waterfall. It's also the easiest to reach. A 10-minute walk through the forest brings you out at the falls themselves. With 3 tiers and a good plunge pool for cooling off, it is a lovely spot to rest up. Another one is Klong Ye Ki Waterfall, located on the way north to Ban Makok. This is a medium-sized waterfall but with a large pool for swimming. A great spot to climb some cliffs and always quieter than Klong Chau. When visiting this place, you can suck up your courage and try to jump into the abyss of foaming water. The last waterfall is hidden deep in the jungle. A new wonderful road will lead to it. Along the way, you'll have to stop by 2 big old trees. The first one is on the right side of the road, Big Chai Tree. Thai people believe that there is a spirit inside of it. It's only when you are up close that you can appreciate the sheer size of them. See it for yourself, it's a mystical experience. Another tree is located a little further along, this time on the left side of the road. Let me introduce you to the maca tree, also called the 500-year-old tree. This magnificent work of Mother Nature was a big inspiration for the movie Avatar. At the end of the road, a real gem awaits you. Huang Nam Kiel Waterfall, also known as the Secret Waterfall. As until 2012, access was only possible by an arduous walk through the jungle and along the riverbed. Now there is just a steep 100-meter walk down to the river, and then a short walk up the riverbed, scrambling over and around huge boulders until you reach the falls. The waterfall looks like scenery from a Hollywood adventure movie, and the impression is compounded by the ubiquitous sounds of the surrounding jungle. With green-clad mountains inland and long shoreline along the west coast, practically every beach on the island is a perfect spot for romantic sunsets over the sea. Everywhere you will find postcard-bent palm trees and high suspended swings, where you will feel like a child again. All this probably means that you can't imagine now a better place for a tropical hideaway. So, see you on the island of Koh Kood.